to be banned for cheating. And there was a bunch of people that seemed to be a little bit nervous at the fact that it took somebody from release date to get an account, and let's just pretend that he got it on day one, right after he could. Maybe he bought it from somebody. To get an account, develop a cheat, and get that cheat live into the game after 2 or 3 days. That sounds a bit scary, because one of the things that Riot's anti-cheat was supposed to do was to be better than anything else in the industry. This was supposed to be like one of the main selling points. No cheaters, right? High-tech servers and good gameplay. They really advertised this anti-cheat. So is that an issue for the future of Valorant? Will this be like what Call of Duty Warzone is right now, with a bunch of cheaters, since it's gonna be free to play? Well, let's talk about that today. Hello, my beautiful and lovely gamers. As always, my name is Jonal, and I have a bachelor's degree this summer in programming and network. I have worked with something like CSGO API, a little bit with stuff like Unreal Engine and game engines. I currently am a group teacher at the University of Oslo for what's it called in English, data communication and operating systems, and therefore work a lot with how memory works on the computer. So let's talk a little bit about how cheats and anti-cheats works from both a developer standpoint, and try to explain it a little bit in a little bit less technical term than you listening to somebody start talking about pointers and dereferencing and so on onto the memory. So of course, before I start the video, a like on the video really does help out. I'm a relatively small YouTuber, so I'm trying to actually get my content out here, even though there's a wave of much larger content creators that are taking up space on the algorithm, logically. So you liking the video really helps out against YouTube's algorithm. Commenting, subscribing if you like this type of content is very much appreciated. I appreciate your support more than you guys can believe. Thank you so much, but let's begin. So, how bad is it that it took somebody that small time to develop a cheat? And to be completely honest, it's not that serious of an issue. Developing a cheat is not that difficult. How does a cheat work primarily? Well, if you look at your computer, there's two ways. That you have your local files that you're currently running, right? So when you open a game, these are the stuff that you downloaded when you start the game. Now, these files are stuff like, for example, if you ever played a video game and you lost connection to the server, let's say your internet went out or whatever, you lost connection, you normally notice that for maybe 2 or 3 seconds, you're still allowed to move around, shoot, maybe even play reload animations, maybe swap your weapons, but nothing is happening, right? You're not dealing damage, none of the enemies are moving. They might be playing their running animation, but standing completely still. And that is because all of your stuff are running locally on your computer. All your audio files, your animations, when you get a frag, all of that stuff is running locally on your computer. Then we have server side. Now, everybody's local computers send all of their local data, that, for example, where I am, how many bullets I have, am I moving, am I shooting, where am I looking, stuff like that. All of that stuff is being played on and sent on to the server of whoever is the game developer, for example, Riot. And Riot server takes all that information, says, okay, gathers that, and sends back something. For example, if I see you on my screen, and this happens real time, and this happens so fast, and that's what can sometimes be a little bit difficult to comprehend, but this happens so fast. I see you on my screen, and I click the button. Number one, okay, it is now saying, hey, this dude is looking at a current camera angle at somebody, clicking the button.